Mr. Kolo, level barking. Shock ya mo pele le ona ga e be tshedi silinyana ne e tlonya gore ha o ka kara chelete intsiwe e repairiwa because ba khone e repair ba thwa repair di shocks, so I want shocks. So this shock le ona is slightly got hurt, so it's gonna need new seals by recon, or you get another shock depending on price. My brand new to the shock. Yeah, that unit is fitted. Remember the one we took off here was black. So he bought us the silver one. There it is, the silver one. Yeah, that arrow warning for the globe. That's what we are clearing now. Those park lights. We're replacing the bulb, that park light. I had to take this cover off because I can't put my hand inside there. There it is, you see there. There, that wire there. That one behind there, there's a wire for those park lights. Yeah, the warning for the park light is gone. We just fitted new bulbs. So we are good now. Itaola. Yeah, as we are about to change the brake pads. Check there. Very dangerous this.
What's up, guys? So, as you know by now, I do have the RT back, and the RT is back running. Where it is now is the last place it was when it didn't want to run, where it left on a trailer. But we're back here, and this is now to let you guys know what's going on with the RT, what was going on with the RT, what is still going on with the RT. So, Delmech Auto was able to sort us out, guys. Delmech Auto, Bralaki, was able to sort the RT out. RT is running good, it's feeling fresh, it's breathing better than it was breathing before. But yeah, let's get into it, guys, starting in front here. But maybe before we start there, guys, my bra, you probably know him as 626 Garage or Sugar Lips. This weekend, 6th of Jan, he's running a charity run. I don't know if I can call it a charity run, but he's a father proxy project that he's doing to help out a kid out. He's got a backup buddy account running for him, so I don't know if you have seen that or not. If not, you can just go to Sugar Lips account. You can see what's going on there. Let's support him. Unfortunately, I can't make the ride. I would have loved to make the ride because that's my kind of thing. That is what I do of the RT. So I would have loved to, but unfortunately I am busy that day. But I think I might just do start the run with him. I don't know who else will be joining him, but start the run with him, and then at their first stop I'll turn back because I still have stuff to do the same day. So I don't know. I hope I can do that, at least be a little bit part of it. But again, you can also donate to the Backup Buddy account. So let's get back to the RT over here, guys. So let's start in front because there was a lot to do, right, guys? So first things first, we had to change up the park lights. Park lights were actually out on both of them were out on the RT, and I was having a warning. The warning comes up just there by the corner if you follow, and you have seen that video. So Bralaki was able to sort that one out because it's a mission to get to these guys. It's really a mission. All of this, the dash over here had to actually go apart. The whole dash here had to go apart, and luckily it wasn't too hectic because the bike was already naked. He had already stripped most of the stuff of the bike, because before you can work on this guy, it's not like a car guy, there's no bonnet. So before he could do anything, he had to actually get a lot of panels out of the RT, of which he did, and he was able to replace that. So now we've got park lights, we're good and sorted over there. So for me, it was going to be a mission to change that. Number two, the actual reason why I was going to Delmech Auto, I had leaking, you'll see here residue and whatnot. I had leaking forks. That was the initial reason why I was going to Delmech Auto. I was already talking to him, and then boom, the bike stopped working. That escalated things. So, started talking to him, came up with a game plan, started making meeting arrangements. Obviously, I took the bike, and he was able to sort us out there. That issue, he found that it was, so under, if you can see in there, lies the fuel pump. It's just underneath this panel over here. So seems like there is what they call an electronic pump module or something like that, electronic pump control or module, something like that. Think that was the issue. And I've been dealing with a fueling issue for a while with this bike. Did go to BMW to try sort it out. We struggled to get it right, but I think now it's sorted, because when you accelerate, you would stall a little, like you'll feel a bit of like it's hanging before it pulls. So it was doing that for the longest time, but now it's not doing it anymore. So I guess it was that electronic fuel control or module, whatever the thing is in there. We replaced that. That's something that Pralaki was able to find on the bike, and also a throttle sensor, because he said the idling of this bike is not actually right. It's not idling correctly. There's something going on over there, and we had to sort that out. So extra things we had to buy was that electronic pump, whatever, and throttle sensor. So we got both of those. They were not brand new. Those things are very expensive, guys. And don't forget, I didn't plan for everything that we're doing or that we were doing on the bike. So Palaki was able to source out those two parts. Boom, they are on the bike and we're good. So he was able to sort out the seals. Sharp, we put in a throttle sensor and we put in an electronic pump control module, if it's called that. Then we came to servicing the bike. Servicing the bike, obviously the plugs, change the plugs, but the air filter, guys. I always try to keep this bike serviced, especially if I know that I'm nearing a long haul trip that I'm gonna do on the RT. But the condition that we got that air filter in, guys, it would smell like that air filter was not changed. So yeah, I'll put a picture of it, but yeah, that didn't really look too good. So yeah, he did the service, the major service, changed the oil, changed the diff oil at the back there. He changed spark plugs, obviously put in a new air filter to sort that out, and we ended up doing also at the back here brake pads, guys. Because my brake pads at the back, where are the pads now? The brake pads there at the back, they were actually quite worn. I could feel them, I knew, but obviously, guys, I didn't have the money for that, so I wasn't planning to change that. But on Pralaki's advice, I just had to do it, because yeah, apparently they can collapse and what. So we ended up changing that. It is a safety thing at the end of the day, and I travel long distances just to get to work with the RT. So we ended up changing brake pads at the end. So those were the 3 extra things that I had to do on the bike, as the brake pads at the rear, the throttle sensor, and that electronic pump module that we had to get extra on the bike. And then everything else was like a proper service that was done, checking the bike. He also checked for error codes, of which one of them was that electric thing. So he said no, rather than the pump, because the code was showing pump, but he did advise that no, normally based on his experience, it is that module, not the pump itself. So he advised we change the module first, and it seems like it did the trick, because I'm not feeling that intense jacking anymore on acceleration. So I don't know what I'm forgetting, guys. Just side note, I had replaced this bulb over here, but the one I replaced it with was aftermarket one, and it wasn't holding proper, so he also just fixed that for me. He put in a proper one. Windshield is also now sorted. So yeah, guys, those were some of the big things that were done on the bike. Some of the things we must still do on the bike is my main shock, the one that sits in the middle of the bike, is quite bad. It's also leaking, and that one will be a bit more costlier because it's either we're gonna recon that one or I buy a second-hand one, because brand new, again, guys, cost. BMW parts are expensive. They are really expensive, guys. So for example, I was with him and we were looking for another guy with a S1000R, was looking for a quick shifter, and we were struggling to get. Luckily 626 was able to help us out of that, and he was looking for about 3.5. BMW is looking for 11,000. So boom, parts are very expensive. So luckily we came right, or they came right, I hope, because yeah, I let them talk. I don't like being a middleman. So hopefully they came right over there. But yeah, main shock still needs to be fixed on this bike. I still have the issue on my wheel because I did hit a pothole, guys. I just want to show you. I can see it over here. Oh, here it is. You can see here that is bent, so the bike has a little bit of a bump when you're riding slow. Not too, you don't feel it much when you're riding a little bit higher speeds, but low speed you definitely feel that, guy. So I still need to fix that wheel, get it straightened out. Luckily it's not leaking air at the moment. I hope it doesn't leak air, get to a point where it leaks air. So I still need to fix that. We need to fix the shock. I also need to look into this pinion over here. This guy is not working, but we'll get into more into detail on that one alone. So those are a few stuff, guys, that I still have to sort out on the RT. And we will get there. Also need a badge. I also need the badge, but we'll get to it. Yeah, there was a lot of talking from my end. I'm just also trying to think if there's anything else that I'm missing. But yeah, guys, I will post whatever that I have as I talk, and that's the update on the RT. As it sits, it is good to go. I can do a trip, but obviously not yet because the money is not anywhere to be found right now. But the RT is back. The RT is good. No errors on the bike. No faults currently on the bike, except we are good. We are good. We are good. We are good. Thank you for keeping up. Thank you to those who's been actually supporting the RT. All right, guys. So the other things that we still need to do is my clutch seal here. Something, I think it's a clutch seal. It's leaking a bit. You can see some greasiness over there. So that's leaking. So we're gonna still need to fix that. We also need to fix the clutch switch. Clutch switch also needs some fixing because it's not there's something that it's not doing, so we need to get that fixed as well. So yeah, but at least the bike can still run with those ones as an issue. But yeah, guys, we'll get there. We'll get there.